Friends, you must all be familiar with surveys and studies on what makes an effective leader. There are thousands of books out there. However, there aren't many studies of ineffective leaders and their flaws. And I believe we should study and learn from both the categories. Jack Zenger and Joseph Folkman studied 360-degree feedback data on over 11,000 leaders across the world and evaluated the 10% considered to be the least effective. Their findings were subsequently published in an article in the Harvard Business Review titled 10 Fatal Flaws That Derail Leaders. Flaws that might come to your mind might be lack of vision, lack of teamwork, narcissism, poor delegation, lack of decision-making skills, etc. And all of these are relevant. However, the reason number one on the list of top 10 reasons why leaders fail was surprisingly elementary. It was the lack of energy and enthusiasm. Successful and failed leaders differed most significantly in their energy and enthusiasm, and I quote from this study, they see new initiatives as a burden, they rarely volunteer, and they always fear being overwhelmed. The word enthusiasm, my friends, has its origins in the Greek word entheos, which literally means the God within. So according to the word's etymology, to be enthusiastic means to be possessed by a God. Energy and enthusiasm are powerful, contagious human emotions and the sparks that power the engine of significant accomplishments. In this video, I'll share actionable takeaways. Simple, practical, actionable takeaways to keep yourself high on energy and enthusiasm, especially if you're in a leadership position. Let's get into it. Keep in mind, you could still be a decent manager without energy and enthusiasm, but leadership and management are not the same. Leadership is not a synonym for management. So you could still get by being a decent manager. Leadership is a different ballgame. Great leaders touch people's hearts and souls, influence their thoughts, beliefs, and actions. They inspire them to be more than who they are right now. Leaders are dealers in hope. Leaders are dealers in hope, said Napoleon, one of the greatest commanders in history. Great leaders, my friends, are lifters. They lift our moods and spirits. In their presence, we feel better about ourselves, about the work we're doing together, and about life in general. Thanks to mirror neurons, these folks, they infect us with their overflowing optimism and positive energy, operating largely at a subconscious level. Here's what leadership studies scholar Bernard Bass said on Transformational Leaders. He wrote, by definition, charismatic and inspirational leaders are dubbed transformational because they radically alter followers' belief in their capacity to achieve outstanding levels of performance, levels that far exceed their previous achievements and expectation, levels that far exceed their previous achievements and expectations. The energy field around these leaders is so strong that others suddenly start believing in themselves more. And in the process, they raise the bar of their own expectations. In simpler words, when your cup overflows, you can make a significant positive impact on others. But when it's empty, everyone loses. Friends, you cannot give what you do not have. You cannot give what you do not have. You cannot serve others if you're physically, mentally, spiritually empty. One empty glass cannot fill another, no matter how well-intentioned. Someone who's in the ditch herself will find it very difficult to rescue another. You might be familiar with this typical announcement on airlines. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you're traveling with children, make sure that you put your own mask first before helping your children. If you're traveling with children, make sure that you put your own mask first before helping your children. Airlines wouldn't even let you help your children before you help yourself. And you're trying to be the superhero, saving the world, while taking yourself for granted? The airlines, they know how quickly you'd be incapacitated in low cabin pressure if you don't put your mask on first. As a leader, you too should know not to take your well-being for granted. So here's number 1. Prioritize self-care. Put your own mask first. I love this Ken Blanchard quote where he wrote, as a leader, the most important earthly relationship you can cultivate is your relationship with yourself. As a leader, the most important relationship is your relationship with yourself. Take time to tend to this relationship and block time every day for self-care with the details of when, where, and what. For me, even 10 minutes of me time is enough in the morning. I practice deep breathing while listening to my favorite piece of music, while catching whiffs of my favorite perfume, and appreciating the opportunity to do what I love doing. These 10 minutes, they fill me up for all the challenges that lie ahead in my day. Think about what fills you up outside of work or before work. Is it meditation? Is it sports? Is it spending time in nature? Volunteer work, community service, spending time with friends or family, good workout, cooking, dancing, gardening? What is it? Discover it, prioritize it, and do it. Remember, what gets prioritized gets done. Number 2, my input number 2 to improve your energy and enthusiasm as a leader. Practice gratitude daily. We are so used to taking things for granted. Make an intentional effort to practice gratitude daily. According to a research by Sean Acor on positive intelligence, published in the Harvard Business Review, training your brain to be positive is not so different from training your muscles at the gym. Hello, for all my friends who work out every day, if you're able to train your body, you can also train your brain. It's not very different according to this piece of research. Recent research on neuroplasticity, which is the ability of the brain to change even in adulthood, reveals that as you develop new habits, you rewire the brain. Engaging in one brief positive exercise every day for 3 weeks can have a lasting impact on your mindset. Here's my brief positive exercise. It involves reading and writing my gratitude journal, which contains daily, monthly, and yearly gratitude entries. Enough information to be happy for a lifetime. It's an excellent tool, an excellent remedial measure to ensure that I don't forget the good times too soon and I don't hang on to the bad memories for too long. My gratitude journal. I highly encourage you keep one. Number 3, my input number 3 to keep yourself high on energy and enthusiasm is celebrate small victories. Celebrate the small wins with your team. You will not achieve huge milestones every day. You'll not sign $1 million contracts every day. You will not gain 1 million subscribers on YouTube every day. Therefore, to keep your and your team's energy and enthusiasm high on a day-to-day basis, pause and reflect and celebrate small victories. This general feeling of progress, however small, adds to an overall sense of well-being, growth, and improvement in yourself and in those around you. You don't have to wait for the annual offsite to celebrate a milestone. A small team huddle over a cup of coffee can significantly raise everyone's energy. Emotionally depleted leaders, my friends, can be very dangerous because they'll infect you with their fear, with their panic, with their pessimism. Carl Jung said this beautifully. He said, only the tortured souls torture other people. I think this is worth repeating. Only the tortured souls torture other people. A healthy person never tortures someone else. So prioritize self-care. Find time for yourself. Fill yourself up. Use gratitude as a way to correct your mindset. The famous Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, he said, when you correct your mind, everything else falls into place. When you correct your mind, everything else falls into place. Celebrate the small victories. The world needs more leaders, lifters, and problem solvers. With a little bit of additional effort, you can improve your mindset, you can improve your attitude, and have a far more significant impact on the world, on those around you, and on yourself. Don't forget to put your own mask first. Thanks for tuning in.